Hi, I'm Jim Luby. I'm in the Department of Horticultural Science at the University of Minnesota, and I'm here in our berry trials at the North Central Research and Outreach Center. As you can probably see around me, these are blueberries, and our trials here have been going for about 50 years almost, and it's been a very important site in our blueberry breeding program. Here in these trials, we've got all the varieties that have been developed and introduced from the University of Minnesota research, starting with North Blue, North Sky, and North Country, Polaris, Chippewa, which has done very well here, as well as Superior. And at this point, during my visit here to the garden, we're just coming on to blueberry ripening season. And so we've got the berries changing from green to blue. They're going to start to get sweeter, and this is when we'll start to do our evaluation of the fruit. We look at the size, how readily the berry separates from its stem, and of course we got to look at the flavor. So we're in our strawberry trials here at the North Central Research and Outreach Center, and these are June-bearing strawberries. They usually start bearing fruit right around the end of June, early July, so we're just kind of at the tail end right now. And you can see we've still got some of the fruit ready to go here. We look at the survival of the plants here, their health as far as diseases. We sometimes have a lot of leaf spot in this part of the state. And then, of course, we have to evaluate the fruit. That's kind of the fun part. We look at not only how the fruit looks, a nice bright color, smooth, shiny appearance, but of course also how it eats. So we want a smooth, creamy texture and hopefully a great strawberry flavor. Okay, this is our new strawberry variety planting just established in May of 2020. So the plants are just getting going and just starting to make little runner plants. Eventually we want each of these plots to fill in with a row that's about 12 to 18 inches wide, full of lots of plants ready to have fruit next year. One of the things we're looking for in these trials is which varieties are well adapted and survive our Minnesota winters. And in this particular season, we can see a lot of damage from the winter of 2019-2020. Ordinarily, we'd expect this plot to have leaves that were probably about a foot tall at this point in the season. Hopefully have some big fruit instead of these little ones. These are all sort of symptoms that we've had some damage here. You can see some of this stunting and yellower leaves, other symptoms of winter damage too. So this is some of the information we're trying to gain here, as well as complete loss of plants in this area where they would have been very healthy in the season of 2019. Almost at the end of the harvest season, what's next up for this trial is a step we call renovation. And that's where we want to get the plots ready for next year. We're going to try to get rid of some of this old foliage that we've got here, which can be a source of diseases, by burning, using a burning machine that was developed right here at the North Central Research and Outreach Center, and then encourage new plants to fill in and be ready to provide fruit next year.